As the race for the 2020 season heats up among potential Democrat candidates, there could already be signs of trouble for former Vice President Joe Biden. According to The Hill, Biden allies see Texas Congressman Beto O'Rourke as a significant threat should they both choose to run in the next election. Not only could O'Rourke inspire enthusiasm, he's also 30 years younger than Biden. Power panel stays Ben Kissel, Kevin McCullough. Why are you smiling?
I don't think that this is really serious conversation right now at this point. And when you pare down the 48 people that are going to run for president in the Democratic Party, you're probably going to have a couple of names that come to the fore. O'Rourke could be one. I think Biden is certainly destined to be one. And you're probably going to see some combination of this as the ticket. I mean, they solve two different problems for the party. Or Beto Biden. I mean, they appeal to different segments of who the Democrats are.
Ben?
Well, I think that might be a little bit too much of the horse of the same color there. When it comes to Beto and Biden, though, I think he's definitely a threat to Joe Biden. Right now, he's polling just behind him in Iowa. Joe Biden's polling.
And what are they asking people? When you had $80 million and you couldn't beat Ted Cruz in Texas, where did you go? Disney World? Like, what are they asking Beto O'Rourke?
He did well.
What is he bringing?
He did well in Texas, losing to Cruz by much less of a margin than he was expected to lose to Cruz. The fact that was a Senate race competitive in the state of Texas was really an indicator that he definitely struck a chord with the people of Texas, but more than people of Texas, nationally, he really got himself on the map.
Most of his funding came from California and New York. And let me just say this, Biden's got reason to be worried because he's never fared more than about 3% in Democratic primaries in the past. I mean, he's really done poorly as a presidential candidate.
But of course now, given the 2 years of campaigning with Obama, he's been in every living room in Iowa. He's been all over the country. His name recognition is better than ever.
But if Beto appeals to the Obama voters, that's trouble for Biden.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be. Beto right now is actually...
Wait a minute. If Beto appeals to the Obama voters, that's trouble for Biden. Why?
Because Biden is an old school, less progressive Democrat. He's more of the pro-union Midwesterner. He's the kind of candidate they need to challenge Trump in the general. The question is, will he be progressive enough to win the early states, not just of Iowa, but California is at the front of the race now. You've got to go way left to win.
Well, what happened with the party of women? I mean, you've got Kamala Harris there. You've got other women. I know Elizabeth Warren is always at the bottom of those schematics when you look at, well, who do people like? She's never in like the top 10.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to worry about California when it comes to X versus Donald Trump. It's a binary decision, and they're not voting for Donald Trump.
No, it's for the primary, though. It's a huge swath of delegates.
Sure. But which of course will divide the vote. Maybe we'll have something similar to what we saw in 2016 with Donald Trump. But when it comes to Joe Biden attaching himself to Obama, as I mentioned before the break, Beto is going real hard on immigration, specifically to protect dreamers, the craziness we're seeing on the border. And Obama has a legacy on immigration that isn't necessarily in line with a lot of people who are more left-leaning. So Beto could even flank Biden out on the left when it comes to immigration, which is his key issue.
Real quickly, anybody else that you see as a threat to President Trump?
The Bernie Bro Nation, they still feel burned from 2016, and they have right to be. Hillary stole it from them.
All right, real quick.
I think there's a lot of Bernie fatigue, though, as well. I think people don't want
anybody you like.
Well, I like Beto. I like Beto quite a bit.
Okay. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you both.